Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bianca de la Cruz from the UP Center for International Studies. We are warmly welcoming all of you here. We're glad you're able to be with us in today's special lecture demonstration entitled IKEBANA, Flowers for Repose, Flowers of Hope. And of course, I would like to welcome our invited speaker, Prof. Makiko Kitani. Thank you, Sensei, for being here. As part of the UPCIS solidarity with the academic strike led by students and faculty, the UPCIS with Prof. Kitani has organized this lecture demonstration with the Ikebana flower arrangement as our prayer offering to the victims of the global pandemic and typhoons Rowley and Ulysses. Through today's event, we at the UPCIS also offer our strong message of hope and unity to those gravely affected by the crisis, and to those who continue to channel their energies and resources in facilitating relief operations and supporting the victims on the ground. Again, we would like to welcome and thank all of the center students and affiliates, as well as our public participants for joining us here today. We are live on Facebook and on the UPCIS YouTube channel. Let me now call on Dr. Amparo Adelina Umali, Professor and Coordinator for East and Southeast Asian Studies at the UP Center for International Studies, to introduce our invited speaker, Prof. Makiko Kitani.
Hello, good
Hello, good
afternoon,
afternoon,
everyone.
everyone.
Good
Good
afternoon
afternoon.
to our speaker, Kitani Makiko. Sensei, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Professor Dr. Makiko Kitani is an esteemed scholar of Mishima Yukio. She has published the book Mishima Yukio to Kabuki, Mishima Yukio and Kabuki, published in Tokyo by Kanrin Shobo in 2007. I first met her one spring morning many, many years ago at Arashiyama in Kyoto for a Peking opera event organized by my professor, the late Mukai Yoshiki sensei. She was then an undergraduate student, while I was already a graduate student of the Department of Japanese Literature at Doshisha University in Kyoto, where we both did our masteral and our doctoral, where we both received our masteral and doctoral degrees. Later, she joined the Center for Language and Culture of Doshisha University as an associate professor. Some of her students there, including then UP student Veya, is with us this afternoon, right? Hi, Veya. She was from the psychology department, I think, of UP. Um, Kitani Sensei is also a licensed teacher of the Ikebana School of Ikenobu School of Ikebana, rather, sorry, whose headquarters is in Kyoto. She first taught Ikebana in 2008. She has taught Ikebana for several years at Doshisha University and some other schools and universities. Some years back, I visited Kyoto with our staff, Fatima Bautista, and two former students, Julius Garrido and Diana Malahay. And Kitani Sensei graciously took us to Ikenobo, where she was working then as an Ikebana Sensei. And she gave us this unforgettable experience of doing Ikebana. She also took us around the Ikenobo School in Kyoto. She's very active, not just only in the field of Japanese literature, but also in Ikebana. She had several demonstrations of Ikebana, even for some very important people, like a chief executive of an American bank. There are so many things I can still tell you about Dr. Makiko Kitani, but I don't have time anymore. So currently, she is a professor of Japanese literature at the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Human Sciences, Humanities, and Social Sciences of the Tokyo Medical and Dental University. Yes, she said, the doctors and dentists of Japan study Japanese literature. Okay, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you Dr. Professor Makiko Kitani.
Okay, thank you for introducing me. And Zaya Sensei, it's been a long time. Yes. We had a presentation in conference 2 years ago together. Yes. And we met weekend and we will have a presentation in conference every each year. So I was sure we can see this year and this December. But unfortunately, all conferences are canceled. So we don't have any chances to see anymore. So I'm very happy to see your face and share the time with you. And thank you very much for inviting me and giving the chance to have a lecture Ikebana to you. Thank you very much. So can I start, Bianca-san?
Yes, please, you
Okay.
may start.
Bianca-san. Sorry, sorry. Bianca-san, can you share my PowerPoint sliders?
Let me open it.
Sorry.
Bianca, paki-share yung
I was able to see
slides.
your PowerPoint earlier, Maki-chan.
Yes, but I have to see the presentators.
Oh, you
mem-
can see it. Okay, okay.
File is here, but the computer is not yet flashing it. But it's
Oh, okay. It may take time.
Yeah, sometimes our internet is low.
Okay.
Okay.
While Bianca is preparing the PowerPoint of uh, Professor Kitani, let me acknowledge the presence of our director, the director of the Center for International Studies, Sarah Raimundo. She's here somewhere. Okay, and we would like also to acknowledge the presence of, I think these are some of your students, right? Rawina Niramol.
And she was my student.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
student. And
She is in Kanazawa University now.
and Yukino Asamori could be your student too.
Yes. And
Okay.
she is studying at UP now.
UP now.
Right.
Oh, okay. And okay, our students who are here, our students of Japan Studies who are here, that should be Jenny Hirakawa,
Thank you.
River Rosal. Okay, so we will just continue that later.
Okay, thank you for sharing. So I will start, okay?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, good afternoon. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Makiko Kitani. Okay. As a first, I will introduce myself. The, but Gina mentioned about me the lady, so I think I shouldn't talk about myself anymore. So, next, in the today's structure, as a first, about the word Ikebana and Ikebana history, the three styles of Ikenobo Ikebana, the seasonal Ikebana, and the demonstration and conclusion. Okay. Yeah. As Gina said, today I'm here to talk about Japanese crush-cut flower arrangement Ikebana. I would like to introduce my career of Ikebana. I have begun to arranging Ikebana 25 years ago. I have taken Ikebana lessons 3 times every month from my Ikebana teacher. 10 years later, I got a teacher's license. 6 years ago, I started to teach Ikebana at some universities and schools regularly. However, since April, I have not had the chances to teach Ikebana. So I really appreciate this opportunity to have a lecture here today. Thank you very much for professors and staff of CIS. I'm excited. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm very excited to introduce this important element of Japanese culture to you. But I must tell about by bad information. When I'm teaching Japanese literature in Japanese, I am fine. However, I'm very new to teach and explaining Ikebana in English. I hope that you forgive my poor English and enjoy yourself. Okay, Bianca-san, next. And can you open the PowerPoint? Yes, okay, right. Sorry. Okay. えっと Okay, do you know Ikebana? It is Japanese classical flower arrangement, as I said. Do you know the word Ikebana? Ikenobo, my Ikebana school, has more than 100 branches all over the world. The people who are studying Ikebana do not call it Japanese classical flower arrangement. They say we can't translate Ikebana to our mother language. When we write Ike in Chinese characters, one meaning is life or freshness, and second meaning is to arrange, and third meaning is to enhance. Next, okay. In the word Ikebana, bana is hana, which means flowers. But in Japanese, hana means more than just a flower. It also means beauty and something great. For example, we have a saying, hana ga aru, which means there is something special about something. Okay, next. Okay, for example, Jack Nicholson is not that handsome, but he is still popular. So in Japanese, we say, Jack Nicholson には花がある, which means that there is something special about him. Okay, next. Okay, I would like you to remember this new word, ikenobo and ikebana today. Okay, next. I would like to talk about the history of Ikebana. Ikebana was born at Rokkakudo Temple, Kyoto, Japan. This is a photo of Rokkakudo Temple. The Rokkakudo Temple is said to have been founded by Prince Shotoku about 400 years ago. Prince Shotoku appeared in Japaneseville from 1958 to 1986. Prince Shotoku sent Ono no Imoko to China in 607. He is the first Japanese who studied in abroad. He has studied in China and brought many cultures from there to Japan. One is Buddhism. The Prince Shotoku tried to rule Japan by Buddhism. Prince Shotoku visited Kyoto to gain trees to build Shitennoji Temple in Osaka. And this is a photo of Shitennoji Temple. Then he received announcement from Buddha and built Rokkakudo Temple. Can you see next? Okay. Can you see the shape of roof of Rokkakudo? Okay. Rokkaku means hexagon. The shape of Rokkakudo is hexagon. The temple is at the center of Kyoto City. Around the temple, there are high buildings. So if you can go to Rokkakudo Temple, you can feel you are separated from noisy of cities. Okay, next. Okay, let's visit Rokkakudo together. Okay. This is a gate. And next. This is the front of main building. Next. This is a main Buddha of Rokkakudo Temple. Okay. Can you see the flowers? And white one, can you see? Okay. Okay. Okay, next. Okay. The first priest of Rokkakudo Temple is said Ono no Imoko. He back to Japan and he changed his name to Senjo Ikenobo. He gave flowers when he prays to Buddha every morning and evening. So this is a board, it is writing, okay, sorry, next. And it is a writing, it is a place IKEBANA was born. And left photo, it is writing Prince Shotoku. Okay. Okay. Next. The origin of Ikebana, so we can say always with praying. The flower were arranged for Buddha. But in 1462, the chief priest of Rokkakudo, Senkei Ikenobo, appeared in the official record of Tofukuji Temple. And this is a photo of Tofukuji. The temple is very, very famous about red leaves in this season. Okay, next. Okay. Senkei Ikenobo, according to official diary, the people who understand and love arts all over Kyoto visited Rokkakudo Temple to see Senkei's Ikebana work. After it, chief priest of Rokkakudo have doubled to the headmaster of Ikebana, Ikenobo. Now, Senye Ikenobo is 45 generation headmaster of Ikenobo. Okay, it is writing his name, Ikenobo Senye. Yes. The next. As a Rokkakudo, you can see one small stone. The stone is named Nabel Stone. Is a symbol of Rokkakudo, is the center of Kyoto City. Okay, next. Do you feel the shape of hexagon? Okay. Okay, next. I will explain about Ikenobo's Ikebana. Ikenobo's Ikebana has three kind of styles. The first one is Rika style. It was born in the 16th century, and it's very, very difficult to putting. So if I arrange Rika style, I need more than 3 hours or so, at least. Okay, next. The second style is Shoka style. It was born in the 18th century Edo period. In Shoka style, we put flowers, leaves, and branches in one line. Okay, can you see it is putting in one line? But upper side has all directions. Okay, next. The third one is freestyle. It was born after the World War II. As you know, here in Japan, the four seasons are very distinct. In Japanese culture, feeling and expressing that season is very important. In addition, Japanese people arrange and decorate Ikebana to show our hospitality to our guests. So I will show my Ikebana work and to show my hospitality to you. Okay, this is spring Ikebana, so we use sakura and cherry blossom. Okay, next. Okay, in the left photo, this Ikebana for girls festival, and the right photo in this Ikebana for boys festival. And next, the it's the same works, but left one is taken by in the front of the work, but and the left photo was taken by side. The you can feel the Ikebana is 3D. Okay, next. It is, I think, summer Ikebana. And next, the, these flowers we can use only during Gion Festival. The Gion Festival is one of the oldest festival all over the world. It was begun 756 in Kyoto, and we put orange this flower during only Gion Festival. Okay, next. And this flower is we are putting at August 14 to 60. We call it Bon. The during Bon, the soul of dead people back to our world. So we show our hospitality and welcoming back to our world, and we arrange this Ikebana. Okay, next. This is, I think, autumn Ikebana. The next. And this is Ikebana for 9 September, Choyo no Seku. We can put in chrysanthemum. Okay, next. The red berries and kind of and harvest. So it is autumn flower for me. Okay. Okay. I would like to arrange Christmas Ikebana by freestyle. So, Bianca-san, okay. And, okay, can I show my putting Ikebana? Excuse me, Bianca-san.
Sensei, is it
Hi. And can you stop to show my PowerPoint sliders?
okay? We will
Yes,
stop.
yes, sorry. And I would like to show my arranging Ikebana, okay? Okay. So, okay. And wait a minute, okay? And can you understand my poor English? Okay.
Yes, Sensei.
Hi.
You go ahead.
Hmm? Okay.
Okay, Sensei. Do you need us to show a slide, a picture?
No. I would like to show my arranging Ikebana.
Oh yes, please
Yes,
go ahead.
okay. Okay.
Bianca, she will start the demonstration.
Okay.
So wait a minute. And can you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, I would like to arrange. And this is small flowers. And can you feel this is Christmas ikebana?
Red
No.
and green.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Beautiful.
And as you know, and Christmas is not in Japanese classical culture. So I think white, red, and green, and the red berries. Christmas is coming. But I would like to use white lily and Christmas holly today. Okay. Sorry, this is my first experience to putting Ikebana during Zoom. So wait a minute. Okay, and can you see the color? And this base is
Art,
silver.
silver.
Mm. So I would like to use for Christmas Ikebana. Okay. 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 White lily. Okay.
Casablanca.
Mm, yes. Yes, Casablanca, yes.
Blanca.
And I think this branch's shape is like a tonakai.
What's a tonafai?
Can you see? So I would like to arrange and my school. mm, okay, when I was in junior high school and high school, I had a service every morning. And today, December 17th, we have a service of Christmas pageant. So today is I can feel this is Christmas is coming. And maybe 4 years ago, the Gina invited me to have a presentation in Cebu.
Yes,
Yes,
2016.
16, yes.
Right.
In the December 17th, we visited church.
Oh yes,
Yes,
for the
yes,
it's the famous church in Cebu.
yes.
Yes.
So I think today and one of our Memorial Day, I think.
'Kitani Sensei, what did you call that branch?
Tonakay.
Yes, Tonakai.
Tonakai.
I think
Okay.
in Japanese, Yanagi.
Okay, Yanagi.
So it's like a
Willow.
reindeer. So
Yanagi is a willow.
yeah, I think the metaphor of that twig is a reindeer. Tonakay.
Me and I.
見えない。よいしょ。じゃあ、これぐらい。あ、どうしようかな。これ、
下は見えないんです。
下が見えない。
そう、それの、また見えなくなった。
これ
Toku.
で、can you feel this is a shape looks like Tonakai?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Me and I.
見えない。どうしよ
なんていうかな。花瓶は、花瓶というか、花瓶という、見えないんですけど、花は見えます。
Zentai me and I.
全体見えない。
う。これは、後から。
そうそう。
Bakit inaalis yung image?
Carnation.
Okay.
Yes.
Anong image, Ma'am Chim, ang inaalis?
Yeah, nawawala. When you talk, it goes to you.
That's how it is. The speaker, it's on speaker view.
Oh, okay. So we should not talk. Turn off your mute.
No, it's okay. You can talk, and if you have a question, please ask me. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Can you see this?
Yes. Holly?
Yes, Christmas Holy. This is Christmas Holy.
Kitani Sensei, do you still teach Ikebana?
Mm, mm, no. So after I moved to Tokyo, all classes are in online. So
Oh,
yes, so after April, I have no chances to teach Ikebana. So, but I when I was in Kyoto till this March, I teach Ikebana. Okay, I finish. Wait. Wow, sorry. Okay. 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 I would like to show some. Okay, can you see?
Yes.
Okay, and the branches I think look like a tonakai and the white lily. And when our in Christmas period, and Angel Gabriel,
Yes.
yes, white lily, and Christmas Holy. So I think this is my Christmas ikebana. So can you feel Christmas? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So
Where is
next,
the clapping mark? I'm looking for the clapping mark. Clap, clap, clap. There, River has it. I don't know how to make that. Come on. I'll just do it
okay,
sure.
thank you. So I will arrange next mm, Japanese ikebana for New Year. Okay, and this is shape, and please look this base shape.
Mhm, mhm.
So I would to like to arrange shoka style. So about ikebana for New Year, I have many things to have to tell. So okay, can you see what's this?
fine.
Pine, yes, pine. So after Christmas, we prepare for that coming new year. We should reflect on this year and decide our New Year's resolution. And maybe and Zaya Sensei and Gina knows what pine means in Japanese culture.
Oh, kadono.
Okay. Mm. It is the most important plant during the New Year's week. Gina,
Ay, in Kabuki, in No.
this is Ino. Yes. And
That's
yes. And maybe, oh,
Matsu?
yes, Matsu. Why Matsu writing?
Sorry?
And
Yeah.
and maybe, of course, you know why Matsu pine is writing on no stage.
The meaning of matsu in the no stage. What
Yes.
is it?
Okay, I will explain. The pine is the most important plant in Japanese culture, and especially during New Year's week. Okay. Yeah, said before, the in Japanese culture and here in Japan, four seasons are very distinct. In the spring, the plants begin to sprout. In the summer, it is growing. And autumn, the leaves change the color. And in the winter, they fall. But pine tree is evergreen and has long life. So Japanese believe there is something special about pine tree. Okay. We believe that God is come to our world to dwell in the pine tree. So in no stage is image of the God who is looking at no stage. Okay.
In New Year, you say kadomatsu.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Mm.
yes, and maybe you know how many gods in Japanese culture.
Too many.
Shichifufuji, seven lucky gods.
Mm, yes, but maybe you know the word Yaoyorozu no Kami, 8 million. So, okay. Especially the god of New Year love pine tree. So, as Zaya Sensei said, we decorated our gate with pine tree because we would like to the god came to our house. And we arrange IKEBANA with pine tree in New Year's Day. Okay. And do you know the pine tree symbol of love?
Mm.
Okay. And it's the needle of pine. And when it fall down, two leaves together.
Mm.
Yes. So Japanese imagine in the husband and wife getting together till they dead. Mm. So we can send the pine tree and the dolls with pine tree when our friends getting married. And this is incendio. Can you see?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. Okay. 染料. And this has also evergreen leaf and red berries. Okay. ちょっと今いろいろ映ってこんな感じ。And when Gina asked to have a presentation and a lecture about the Ikebana, I said to her, I would like to do in December because I want to arrange New Year's Ikebana. But I recognize Japanese culture is very seasonal. the After Christmas, we can get many New Year's goods, and especially we can't we can buy and something for Christmas. But now today is on December 17th, and we can't buy pine tree and senryo in flower shop. But I was in Kyoto, and as Gina said, Ikenobo and the Big Flower School headmaster live Kyoto. So I went to the flower shop and said, I want to arrange New Year's Ikebana at December 17th, and please prepare for me. And they prepare for me. But in Tokyo, it is very hard to get Ikebana and Ikebana no flower and pine tree senryo now. So the day before yesterday, I went to gardening shop and get pine. And I asked, I want to buy senryo, this. Do you have? And the shop staff answered, tomorrow, big senryo market will be opened. So please come the late as the night tomorrow. So I visited the gardening shop yesterday's night, and finally I could get. So I think it's very different from Kyoto. And this is chrysanthemum. In Asian culture, especially Japan and China, the image of chrysanthemum is noble. Mm. So it's very, very typical Ikebana for New Year. The pine tree, senryo, and the chrysanthemum. In Japanese, we make effort for something, and after we succeed after efforts. We express our efforts made fruits. Maybe in English it's same. So Japanese arrange the branches with red berries. Maybe we can imagine these berries as symbol of our efforts and succeed.
What is the symbol of white chrysanthemum?
A noble.
Mm.
Mm.
Excuse me po. Sumimasen. Can I ask a question po? Uh, do all the parts of the Ikebana have to have a meaning or like a metaphor? Narinig- hello pa. Hello?
Maybe it's the material that is being used has symbols.
Apo. Uh, follow up po. Do you take the meaning as a whole or do you take the meaning per each individual part for the Ikebana? Or is it a personal interpretation of the arrangement?
個人
Can
個
I
人
guess?
的の気持ちか、それで部分的に意味があるか、それで全体的に意味があるかという質問なんですけど、それで、まきちゃんは、なんていうかな、個人的な気持ちかという質問なんです。
Mm. It's very difficult to explain because I am in Japanese culture. So when I go out New Year's and I can see the many pine tree, so I feel it's not my personal things.
Mm,
So but in Japanese culture, pine trees are very special, and maybe the if you went to sushi shop and the soba shop, and the pine is the best.
Matsu,
松茸、松竹、
I,
松
So yes,
茸。
the first class sushi will be called something something matsu.
Yeah.
ah,
And then,
Okay, anyway, I want to say something about that question. There are materials like flowers, branches, leaves for the season.
mm,
So you do not put something in summer that is when you don't put something from summer when it is winter. No,
yes,
even dried flowers you can't do that
no, no, no,
because
no.
there is already a model inside culture that these are the things that can be put together. And it depends on you what you want to put. Would you like to put a holly? Would you like to put a chrysanthemum? Would you like to put that? Then you can, or you can put other things. Like maybe you can put the fruit of the pine, or just the fruit, and suggest the leaves, or just flowers at all red, all holly. So it depends probably on the kimochi, the
Mm.
feeling of the
Ikebana
florist.
artist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that correct, Makiko sensei?
Mm. Yes, but if I would like to arrange different flowers, for example, and as I said, pine trees are very expensive.
Mm,
So I think chrysanthemum and denfare or some expensive flower is, I think, okay.
mm.
And it's adjust the imagine of a pine.
And of course, the
Mm.
objective of the flower arrangement. For instance, there is a head of state visiting the prime minister.
Mm.
There is something very expensive flowers maybe they will put especially for that guest. You know, it depends on the mokuteki,
Objective.
yeah, of the why we are making flower arrangement.
Oh.
Oh, teki,
Oh,
He,
teki,
and this is shoka style. So
Shoka
shoka.
style.
yes, I could arrange in one line,
Yun ang one line.
but the upper side, uh, all direction, and the right and the left,
Mhm.
and you can see chrysanthemum and the red berries. Okay, I think it's very very typical New Year's Ikebana. Okay.
Oh, it's not straight, Maki-chan.
Okay.
Naname ni nachata. Okay, okay, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, ano, zentai wa mienai desu kedo.
すごく and it's very high.
Yeah.
Aha. That is how many centimeters? 1 meter
Uh, yes, I think.
with a vase.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
This base is also very long.
Yeah.
Yes, and this base for shoka style.
Oh.
My Ikebana teacher lent me today's
Oh.
for today's demonstration.
Oh.
Mm. So of course we can use okay.
Ah, that's nice.
Mm. So it's very big. So in the shoka style, it's very high, and it's not wide. So and and hanging scroll, kakejiku. Mm.
Ah, hanging scroll, yeah, kakejiku.
Yes. So we put shoka style ikebana in
Aha, so desu
the
ne.
tokonoma with hanging scroll kakejiku.
Ah,
Yes. So
okay.
it's very high and kind of tight.
Mhm.
Okay, but I think it's very big. So I arrange a small one. And this is small New Year's ikebana. But it also has pine tree, the chrysanthemum, and red berries with sendo. So, but it's very small. Mm. I think this shoka style is very good for old Japanese styles house. Mm. So, but in Japan, the house style has changed. I think in Tokyo, their house doesn't have tokonoma.
Tokonoma.
Yes, I think most of Japanese don't have hanging scroll kakejiku. Mm. So when I teach IKEBANA to my student, I teach like this. And
Mm.
Mm.
the base is I bought it 100 yen shop.
Mhm.
Mm. Can you see? Okay. But I think we enjoy Ikebana like this small one, but I think this one is okay. Sorry, it's very Japanese. I think. Mm.
It looks like a calendar from the calendar
Ah,
that
thank you.
that
The
we get
embassy calendar.
from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Gai musho no kono calendar.
Mm. Can I see my other Ikebana work?
Like, uh, is it on slides?
Uh, and the photos.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is it
So
in the slides?
no, just the
Maki-chan will share the screen, I think.
Yeah, you
yes.
have to share screen.
So I would like to to show my ikebana.
Mm.
And yes, so I want to see some photo of my ikebana work for New Year's. So maybe you surprise. We use same flowers and the pine tree and its chrysanthemum and the senryo.
And you have a bird of paradise.
Yes, yes. We use bird of paradise and we often use birds of paradise in New Year's Day very, very often.
Oh, why?
Maybe flying
Yeah.
Oh,
is very good meaning in Japan.
oh, okay.
Mm. So flying to next stage and the
Mm-hmm.
future. So maybe another ikebana. It's yes. It's also used birds of
Mm-hmm.
yes paradise in the different shape of pine and the chrysanthemum and the senryo.
Nice.
Okay, different one, but we use same flower and the branches.
Mm.
Mm,
I have
I
the flower in my garden, Maki-chan.
really?
bird of
Bird of
paradise.
paradise.
We have red. We have yellow.
Mm,
I think we call it bandera española.
mm.
Supino hata.
Parang iba yun.
Okay, so I would like to show different style. And this is for Valentine's Day.
Oh,
So in the of course we can choose the flowers in the classical Japanese, not in classical Japanese culture. So we can choose the flowers in Valentine, Christmas, and something. But in New Year's Day, we should we should use pine tree, senryo, or something. And as I showed, uh, we call the flowers hyogi, and we can use only for Gion festival. So we can
What Hyogi?
hyogi.
Is that lily?
Mm, no, flowers.
Uh,
And maybe you know ogi and fan.
The Japanese fan, Ogi.
Japanese.
oh,
Mm.
Ogikobo.
Ogi, not ogi kubo. Japanese fan. And okay, this is for, as I said, and the Ikebana for girls festival, Hinamatsuri.
Mhm.
And we can,
Ume? Is that ume?
momo,
Amomo. Pear. Peach.
yes, peach.
Peach flowers.
So peach flowers, and the peach flowers has is special character. And one branches is growing up, the one branches stop to grow.
Oh.
So Japanese imagine if we have a children and everything for our children. And in Japanese culture, and the peach is avoid bad thing. Yakuyoke?
Oh. It prevents bad
Yeah, Japanese.
things.
Yes. And
Protects you from
yes.
bad thing to happen. This
And
is
yes,
yeah.
this Ikebana for boys festival, Kodomo no Hi.
Mm-hmm.
This flower is shobu in Japanese.
Shobu,
Mm.
yeah.
And the shape of leaf looks like sword. Can you see that?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
And as you know, shobu means win and lose. So shobu,
Yeah, Shobu.
mm,
Win and lose. Ano nga ba yun? Ah,
so men and boys should win.
okay.
Yes. And as I said, the shape of shobu's leaf look like sword. So we put the orange shobu for boys festival, Kodomo no Hi.
Mm.
So sometimes when we show the flowers and which season and which day they arrange ikebana. So when we see peach, maybe we can imagine, oh, it's for girls festival and March 3rd. And if we look at the shobu, oh, it's for May 5. So not in classical Japanese culture, we can choose the flowers, leaves, branches. But in classical Japanese culture, we can't decide everything. We should use peach, shobu, the hyogi, or something. Yes. Okay, so I would like to finish. So, but I would like to say, I think And as Gina said, when I had a demonstration for CEO of American Bank, and my boss said, and pay attention. And after he back to America, he lost his position.
Oh.
So I would like to encourage him. So I researched some flower, and the Christmas holly is, as I said, it's hard to get Japan. So we use this hypericum.
Mm.
It's very easy to get in Japanese flower shop, but the Christmas holly, it's not good for ikebana because the leaf is and kind of hard, and it's very hard to keep. So we don't use for ikebana. But I research in the what branches is good for Christmas, and I found Christmas holly, and I was moved because it also have evergreen leaf and red berries. So I feel in Japan, and we put orange senryo in New Year's Day, and as I said, it means kind of success. And I think it's story means same things. In English, we can say our efforts make fruit or something. So I think we are in different culture, but we pray and hope same thing.
Pray and hope for the same thing.
Yes. Mm. So today, and I think I was very shocked because it's very hard to show the whole of my Ikebana work. And I don't have enough time to practice English. And this year, I have not had to use English. So I know my English is getting worse. So um, I worry about you can enjoy my lecture and the demonstration. But as I said, um, I would like to arrange for our new year. So I moved to Tokyo this year, and this is my first experience. I have lived in Kansai area, and I was born in Osaka and growing up in Kyoto, and I have been in culture, same culture. But this year in March, I moved to Tokyo, and I was excited because the many Toshokan library in
Libraries.
Tokyo. Yes, and I can visit many library and research many things. But most of library has closed. Yes,
Sadly,
and all of my classes are online. I have not seen my student.
face to face,
Yes,
just online. Yeah.
yes,
Same
just
here.
online. So I would like to put Orange Ikebana and with you with hope
For a better 2021.
for 2021. So, okay. So I hope you would like to enjoy my lecture and demonstration. And I hope we pray our new year. And I hope our New Year's resolution will come true next year. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Kitani, for your lecture demonstration. I was wondering if is it possible to take a picture of the New Year's Ekabana sideways And then later on, we will just, using the camera sideways, and then we will just rotate it later so that we can have a full
Can you turn on your video, Gina?
my video. Okay, sorry. I didn't know it. Um, is it possible for you to take a picture? Ano, ne?
あ、
Makichan no camera da ne?
ん
New Year IKEBANA no shashin o totte. Demo, nantiyu ka na.
そうそう、わかる。今ね、それを見せようとして、
Okay, okay.
ちょっと待ってね。うん、わかった。大
Okay.
丈夫。
While Dr. Kitani is setting up for my request, maybe some of you have questions that you would like to ask her, observations, comments. We may do so now because we are nearing the end of our session this afternoon. I would like to acknowledge earlier, I saw, maybe, I don't know if she's still here, Fatima Bautista, the Yura of CIS a decade or so ago.
The first.
No, the second. The first was Shirley de la Cruz. And then
Oh,
the second, Yura, University Research Associate of CIS. I saw her earlier. She joined me in that Ikebana session at Ikenobo with Dr. Kitani.
Yes, and she stayed at my small house.
We all stayed at your house. We spent the night at her house.
Yes, and
And,
she sent his husband,
oh,
Ikebana.
that, no, that's Diana. That's Diana.
Ah,
The no, shteka,
ah,
Diana. Fatima was our university research associate. There were three of them. Futari no Jusei desho. De watashi sang me. And then Otoko no Istoitori.
そう、彼は今どこにいる？
何ですか？
I forgot his name.
Julius?
Yes, Julius, yes.
Yes, Julius sends his regards. Okay, so is it
no
does anyone
questions?
have a question to ask or comments? I do not see any. Okay, maybe not. So, who else have I not acknowledged? Our Jenny Hirakawa is a student of JS 100. Anthony C is our student in C30. Joanne is our guest here from the Lumad School, I think. And of course, our staff, Alexis, Iya, and of course, Bianca, who helped me put this session together. Oh, I can see that the, we can see the Ikebana now. How is it possible to pin? River was suggesting pin it so that it's Professor Kitani's video at the center. Okay. And choto na namin ni natiro ka makichang no camera.
Okay.
Yes, kinda. Okay. I can see the top of your of Maki Chang's hair coming. Okay. Can you do a screenshot, Bianca? Okay. Bianca was able to get a screenshot. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry. You have to scroll.
Okay. Okay. If you have any questions and comment,
Sensei,
hi.
uh, this is a question that I would like to ask because I think when you go to a flower shop in Japan, they're very expensive flowers and expensive leaves that you say for one ikebana arrangement. How much does that student spend
Mm.
to make an arrangement?
After I moved to Tokyo, I was surprised because the flowers in Tokyo are very expensive. So
Mm.
it's very different from Kyoto. So yeah, I show some photo of my Ikebana work. My Ikebana teacher decided the prices, and it's 100. It's 1,100 yen.
Ah,
But in Tokyo, very expensive. And this chrysanthemum, and one is 300.
oh, is it because it's pandemic?
No, I th-
That's a regular price.
no, I think everything is expensive in Tokyo.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm, I think, but in supermarket and some cheap flower are sold. So I want to show my chrysanthemum is very long,
Mm.
and it's a long is it's very hard to growing up to this size. But
That's
in supermarket, and the short and flowers are sold, and for example, red rose and the pink carnation, and only 500 or so.
oh, and you have no leaves yet.
Yes, but when I arrange the ikebana, I go to flower shop, not supermarket.
Oh
mm.
yeah, of course, yes. Since you're a master ikebana, a arranger, yeah. I have seen ikebana like a sculpture in a building, in a lobby of a building. It's as tall as the lobby, like in hotels. They create huge ikebana,
Yes.
with bamboos, poles, large. But this one is the classic ikebana. Those are the sculptural ikebana. Uh, I had an occasion to meet uh, Hiroshi Teshigahara of Sogetsu Ryu.
Yes.
I met him once, and he invited us to his exhibition with filmmaker Kidlat Tahimik. I was his interpreter, and we graced the presentation of Hiroshi Teshigahara, and I was so amazed
Mm,
of the huge work that
mm,
he made. And that's the first time I've seen a huge. I always thought Ikebana is what you are doing. So these are the modern ikebana, no? Yeah.
Yes, and Sogetsuryu is very new,
Mhm.
maybe 15 years or so.
Before the war. Yeah.
Before the way, okay. Mm. So,
Um,
as Zaya Sensei said, and it's one of most famous Ikebana works is Ikenobu's headmaster, the Senko Ikenobu for Hideyoshi.
yes.
Oh.
The size is 5 meters and just
Oh.
4 meters. Yes,
Oh.
and the dips are 5 meters or so. So it's
Oh.
very big and huge.
Oh. So
In the Ikanobu school, in the Ikanobu headquarters in Kyoto, they sometimes have very big ikebana displayed at the window, right
Yes, yes.
along
Mm,
Karasuma Dori.
yes.
mm,
And we have a flower exhibition in November.
Mhm, mhm.
It's the oldest and the biggest in Japan flower exhibition. And they sometimes put orange, such a huge ikebana. Mm.
Yes. Mhm.
And as Zaya Sensei said, and the lobby of hotel and the lobby of department, it's very huge. Mm.
Um, River Rizal, our JS 100 student, has a question. Chitsure Dandeskido, may I ask how much would the Christmas ikebana you arrange cost?
Sorry. I mean, it's so
Tokyo price. Huh?
yeah, Tokyo price to have an idea.
This is,
Oh,
I bought it gardening shop.
mhm.
It-
Ah.
yes, so it potted plants, and it was 1,400, 500.
Okay.
Not so expensive. And
That's
really,
just
yes, and really is and 1,000.
Oh.
Mm,
Just one?
yes, just one.
Oh.
And the branches, Yanagi,
Yanagi.
is 600
600.
Oh.
for one. So, and I don't know how much. And carnation stock, and the stock is 600. The carnation is 300 or so.
I can I share a story?
Sengeng guray ka na? Yung
Mm,
Go sengeng guray.
right. But I don't care about the prices. I just very hard to get.
Ah,
Ah.
So when I found the flower and especially pine and the senryo,
you
I
were
was so glad and excited. So I don't see the prices. Prices. Yes.
Thank you so much for all the effort for this afternoon's demonstration. So to answer River's question, that's about 4,000, 5,000 yen, or roughly 40, $50 for the materials alone. Of course,
Of
without
course,
the
without the vase, huh? Without the
the
vase.
vase is very expensive.
Maybe it's not mine. So
Yes, correct.
my Ikebana teacher rent me. So this morning I visited her house.
Uh-huh.
And I showed the picture of the materials, and he chose some base. Mm.
Thank you, Sensei, for doing a effort
Thank you.
even to visit to borrow ways for
Yes.
this demonstration.
So
We
much
really
effort.
appreciate it.
So I think it's one of Ikebana, because as I said, Ikebana shows our hospitality.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So I think making effort is a kind of one element of Ikebana.
Omotenashi.
Omotenashi.
Uh,
Okay, thank you so much. Can we give Professor Kitani a round of applause, everyone, for this afternoon's demonstration and lecture on
Thank
Ikebana?
you so much.
And Professor Zayas will be giving the certificate of appreciation, which will be flashed first. This is virtual uh, awarding of certificate of appreciation, and she will also give her closing remarks. Are you ready to flash? Okay, there.
Oh, certificate of appreciation to Makiko Kitani, PhD, for giving a lecture demonstration at the virtual event entitled Ikebana Flowers for Repose, Flowers of Hope, given on this day, 17th December 2020, by the UP Center for International Studies. Signed, Sarah Raimundo as Assistant Professor and Director. Signed, Amparo Adelina Umalu III, Professor and Coordinator for East and Southeast Asian Studies. Arigatou
Arigatou
gozaimashita.
gozaimashita.
Arigatou
Thank you
gozaimasu.
very much. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you so much, Sensei.
Thank you so much. And I hope to see you soon.
Likewise. O genki de.
Thank you. Okay. I'm very
Thank you.
Very
Thank
fine.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon, our students, our guests. We haven't met the Japanese and the Thai student in UP. Hopefully when times are better. Yukino Asamori-sang, ima doko no ryo ni imasu ka?
Ano mo, enough mo, twice. Hmm?
Hello, ma'am. I live in Mandaluyong with my husband.
Aha, okay.
Oh, okay.
There is Professor Sarah Raimundo. Hi. Sayang, I have a story to tell, but it's time.
Oh, that's our colleagues, Professor Raimundo, Lisa Ito of the College of Fine Arts, and tama ba? Si Nadia ba yan? I can't see.
Gina,
Yeah.
I have to write the essay for Kyoto newspaper about this demonstration.
Okay.
Aha.
Yeah, so if you have any comments, please give me.
Okay. Sure.
Can I tell you my story now?
Okay. We will
Oh,
extend
no.
a little for those who can stay. Please stay. For those who
Okay.
have to leave, you may leave. And thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
I didn't know the world of Ikebana, but
Mm,
when I was a student in Japan, I was in an island in Izuoshima, and I met this guy. Uh, he goes to the forest to gather wood, roots, plants, dry barks, things. And I was told that he sells them for Ikebana flower arrangements. So these are vines with strange shapes.
mm,
See, strange shapes, and then wild flowers. So this I didn't know what kind of things he was looking for. But when he comes down from the mountain in his huge basket, you have all kinds of things dried and fresh that he says he sells to the flower shop in Tokyo.
mm,
So I guess our students, if you have imagination, you can pick up from the forest,
mm,
from the sea, and you can make arrangement yourself. But we have to study the principle of Ikebana. Then we can make a work, we can put them together and we can express our
Mm,
feelings through the things that we picked up. So you can buy from the flower shop, but you can also pick up yourself.
yes, yes, yes. And
Yeah.
then, and my Ikebana teacher in Tokyo, and I knew her 12 years ago when I was working for Ikenobo. And she is very famous because she is very good at Ikebana,
Hmm.
among Ikebana teachers. And I asked her, and I was surprised. And according to her, her best friend, Ikebana sensei, lives in Nagano. And she went to mountain and she putting branches and flowers and send her.
Oh.
So Zaya, as Zaya sensei said, she has to imagine and make very original Ikebana work. So her works is very different from other teacher.
Hmm.
So in the I have started to went to her Ikebana school, and
Hmm.
I was surprised because her teaching style is also different.
Ah.
Mm.
Okay. So I want to encourage our students listening here because we have beautiful baskets, and we can use our baskets for this flowers, vines, stones, shells that we pick up, and we can compose, you know. So I think uh, Japanese ikebana in their traditional baskets are beautiful. That's why I said our baskets too can be used in making arrangements for the ikebana. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. In Japanese culture, we imagine basket in autumn.
Ah.
So I used basket in autumn flowers.
Oh. Thank you so much, Kitani Sensei.
Hi.
Oh, I would also like to acknowledge the three ladies on the screen with Bianca. Again, our staff, that's Iya and Alexis, and of course, Bianca, who helped me put this together. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ma'am Chim, Dr. Zayas, for joining us this afternoon. Thank you, Professor Raimundo, and our friends Lisa and Nadia for joining us also. Our students in JS as well as in C30, and Maki Chang's former students, Yukino Asamori and Rawina Niramol, for joining us also. And our guest, the Lumad guest, Joanne and Muni. Oh, that's the basket that Maki Chang is
Yes,
telling.
Yeah, yeah, very nice.
It's like
Oh,
a fishing thing. Diyan I know, Ma'am Chim.
I think it's for tea or
Oh yeah, to get tea.
yeah, to scoop. It's a
Scoop.
scoop for tea when you go to the tea shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
なんかバスケットは日本ではほら虫かごっていう虫を入れるイメージだから、やっ
Mm,
ぱ
Oh,
り秋になるかな。
oh.
put insects,
夏でし
mosquitoes.
ょ。海と夏、
うん、I
か
think
ご。
old calendar,
あ、
it is, うん we enjoy the sounds of 虫
あ、
in autumn.
シカダ。
うん、
お、虫かご。
虫かご、yes.
うん
Okay,
Thank you so much,
thank you
先
so
生。
much.
また
Thank
ね。
you very much.
ございました。
またよろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございます。
はい。
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye. See you in our next
Pabata.
webinar next year.
So, chinika ako ng tiga-canvas. Ganyan. Kasi, gina-join ko na sila sa mga tiga-project sa PETA. Join na kami. Ganyan. Alam mo, pag minute sheet ako, so, kwento ko sa'yo.
Sino
Yung
yun?
sa akin, nakakalat mo. Ayun
Gina.
yung sabi sa akin, basta na ikwento daw ni Nindot sa mga staff sa
Sino
kanila.
yun, Sarah? Is that you? Bye. Thank you. See you later. Bye, River. Bye, everyone.